We're joined today on Share Talk by Chief Executive Officer of Saffron Energy, Michael Masterman. Hi, Michael.
Hi, Alex. How are you?
I'm very good. Thanks very much for taking the time to talk to us today.
Not at all. It's we're making very, very good progress with Saffron Energy, and in particular our Bezzecca gas field, which is about to fire up, which is great.
We covered you on the IPO when you came to the market on the 24th of February, and the news you've been delivering today. It's just rapid fire.
Well, we worked really hard on the IPO, and we importantly made sure that we'd be able to go very quickly from the IPO into gas production, and that's what we're delivering. Italy is probably a number of your investors know can be challenging on the regulatory front, and it's phenomenal that the Italian ministry has approved the startup of the Bezzecca gas field yesterday, and our team's out in the field at the moment commissioning the plant, and we'll have our first gas imminently. So not many companies kick off an IPO and 7 weeks later are into production.
Yeah, it's some story. I've got to ask, how hard is the process? You know, when you're dealing with the Italian government to get approval, it must be hard work for the team.
Look, it is hard, and it's sometimes frustrating. I mean, there's the things under our control. You know, we have a very good team that can, make sure that the plant's completed on time, make sure that the safety checks and commissioning checks are done. But, when we've had to coordinate two fire departments, the fire department of Lodi and the fire department of Cremona, with a meeting with the ministry on site for approvals. That probably was 2 weeks more complicated than we might have expected. But the great thing is yesterday the final approval, which required the support of both fire brigades, was signed off by the Italian ministry, and we're off and away. And the important thing is when you've got a production license that's improved, your plant's in place, they've signed it off, you have control in your own hands. So that's very much where we are today.
The reason I mentioned that question, because investors sometimes they think it's not a switch on button, so to speak. It's a long process for you guys, but you've come in quite quick.
Yeah, and look, Alex, you've worked offshore and all sorts of places. Safety is absolutely paramount. So, when you're dealing with highly pressurized gas, and you've got to make sure everything is, very safe, very controlled, and that you have the full confidence of the authorities to start up. And while we're relatively new in terms of the listing of Saffron Energy, we have a team that's got a very good track record and very high levels of confidence of the Italian authorities. So that's really important in everything we deliver going forward.
It sounds like you have a good working relationship as well in country.
Yeah, no, we do. We've probably, despite being somewhat foreign, we've probably, in terms of getting through the regulatory hurdles and getting projects into production, I'd probably say over the last 10 years we've been one of the most successful operators in Italy. So that's important as well.
Is there anything you would like to add? Obviously, we're covering your RNS today, the final approval for the gas. But is there anything you would like to say to your investors today?
Well, look, we're starting up commissioning and first gas over the next couple of days. The team will be busy over Easter making that happen. We should, in about 2 weeks' time, we should be able to give a very good update in terms of the investors and the more general public in terms of flow rates and where we stand versus the CPR, and I'm quietly confident that we'll be able to exceed those expectations. So, and look, for a newly listed AIM company, there's not many that go into revenue and cash flow at significantly higher rates shortly after the IPO, and so that's important as well.
In 7 weeks from your IPO, your successful IPO, you're going to be cash generating shortly.
Absolutely.
It's a story we're definitely going to follow. That's for sure, Michael.
Okay, look forward to Alex.
All right, thanks very much. Cheers.
Okay, pleasure.